Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amara. This is Tarot by Amara. So today's pick a card reading, we are going to look into your next romantic partner or your next relationship. Romantic relationship. I did a poll the other day and the majority of you have asked for this reading to be your next reading. Now I am actually getting a couple different messages for each pile. Some of you, this is someone from your past where you are reconnecting and you are entering a new relationship with this person from your past. So this could be an ex or someone that you previously dated, whether that be short-term, long-term, take it how it resonates. And for others of you, it's completely, absolutely new. So just keep that in mind. Please take all these messages with a grain of salt. This is a general YouTube tarot reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. If you find that I'm saying something that gives you anxiety or if it feels like it's just not right, then always follow your intuition. The message probably just isn't for you. What else? I'm not taking any personal readings at this time, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. I do try to post daily on TikTok. There could be messages there for you. So go ahead and click the link in my description and you can find the link to my TikTok down there. But that being said, let's look at these three piles in front of us. So pile number one, you have community. Pile number two, you have distant horizons. And pile number three, you have house. So take a moment to pause the video, connect with the energy of these cards, try to close your eyes, meditate, try not to overthink it when choosing a pile. And if you find that it doesn't resonate, you can always choose a different pile or come back at a later time when you're feeling more grounded. But that being said, thank you all for being here and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one, and thank you so much for being here. Let's just dive straight in. We're going to look into your next relationship, your next romantic partner. We're going to try to find out as much information as we can regarding this person. Now, just right off the bat, I feel like with this community card, I'm getting two storylines, okay? So for some of you, this is someone that you know within a community of people, okay? So this could be family, this could be friends, this could be church, this could be some sort of community where the two of you share some sort of interest or there's a connection with this person through other people. So this could even be work for some of you, okay? Another message that's coming through with this energy is that this is someone who's they don't like to be noticed, okay? This is someone who likes to hide within the crowd, okay? So this could be someone who is a little bit of like an introvert, right? They don't really like to be seen. It's a little bit of like a black cat energy. And if you resonate with the whole, this is someone who is within your community of friends or some kind of community that you share, it's almost like you don't even know that they're there. It feels like they're hiding from you, or there's this, timidness, or this person is shy, they don't really want to come forward and speak to you. I'm also getting that this could be someone who's really heavily influenced by other people and other people's opinions, especially their family, okay? This is someone who's very, very close with their family. This is someone who talks to their family a lot. Like, this is like, I'm getting this image of this person sitting at a table, and this table is full of just generations and generations and generations of people. So this is someone who could be very close to their grandparents, their great-grandparents. They could be really really invested in learning about their culture or their like ancestral line. They're just very tied to some sort of family here. Um, and so I'm seeing like these deep conversations, these deep talks that this person is having about their love life to their family. And it's almost like this seriousness. This person is very serious about relationships and love and marriage. It almost feels like this person comes from a long line of steady relationships. Like, this is not someone who comes from divorce. Like, marriage is really, really valued in this person's family and culture. And I feel like this person is really heavily focused on that right now. Like, it is a goal of this person to be in a committed partnership, to be married. Like, this is something that this person really values. And it ties into this community, right? It ties into their values to be with someone or be in a partnership, to have that long-term commitment, to build a family, right? This is something that they really, really value. I had another message coming through, but I just kind of lost track of it as I kept talking. But yeah, I'm picturing this person sitting at literally sitting at a table and having these deep discussions about life, relationships, love, marriage, like the hard things about life. And no one has their phone out at this table. Like, I feel like this person is genuinely tied to their family. Like, their family is very, very important to them. Okay, so let's put that to the side. We're going to pull an oracle card to get more insight on what this person is like, maybe what they do for a living, and then we'll tie into the tarot with all of this. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. So for some of you, this is actually someone that you do know. And for others of you, this is someone who's completely new. So if they're completely new, I don't think you realize that this person is around you. Like, this is not someone who you would have ever thought to be in a relationship with, right? For others of you, this is someone who is within that family, or that you have some sort of tie to this person through a specific community. So just take it how it resonates. So what can you tell me about pile number one's next romantic partner? What are they about? Ooh, we have Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Yeah. Okay, so with this Seeker energy, this is someone who is currently in a state of finding themselves, finding out what they truly want, right? Especially if this is someone who is really, really close with their family, where their family has a lot of influence over them. This is someone who's like ready to like spread their wings, to embrace freedom, to embrace new adventures and risk. This is kind of like the Fool card in this deck, where they're wanting to spread their wings, they're wanting to discover themselves before they have this opportunity to settle down with someone, to be in a relationship, right? They're wanting to find themselves, right? Find out what they do like, what they don't like, what they value, what they don't value. Because I strongly feel like whatever community that this person is in, there's a strong influence, right? And not in a bad way, but it's almost like this person is wanting to see what else is out there, right? To explore the world, especially when their whole world is their family or what they've already known. They're wanting to seek out and just spread their wings a little. So this could be someone who's like recently moved out of their family home, or is leaving their home state, right? To see what fulfills them, right? To find that fulfillment. And I feel like it's actually very inspirational. Okay, this person is very much inspired by whatever community that they are in, right? Whatever family, whatever connection that they have to that community, they're very inspired by other people's stories, right? So like I said, I was picking up on this energy of like this person coming from a generation of no divorces, just pure commitment, right? No separations, no contact phases, right? Like this, it's giving very old school. And this person is just so inspired by that kind of value, that kind of commitment. They want that for themselves, right? So they're inspired to seek that out. And they're going to seek you out, right? Like it's almost like while they're going through this seeking phase, you are also meeting them at a perfect time. It's like they want to know more, right? And you could be very completely different from this person. It's almost like not necessarily like opposites attract, but I feel like the both of you are seeking one another, right? So if this is someone completely new, the two of you value the same thing. You want the same thing, right? Your family is inspiring you. The two of you are just two people who want love and want to be in a relationship. And so it's almost like your paths will cross. It's like while you're seeking fulfillment for yourself, you meet each other. And it's really beautiful. And it's this energy of like not wanting to fail, right? Maybe divorce scares you, maybe breaking up scares you, separation scares you. You don't want that because you've never seen it, right? You didn't see it in front of your eyes with your family. Because I know in some cultures, divorce is actually looked down upon. Ooh, the phone is ringing, confirmation. So for some of you, there could be this energy of receiving a phone call from this person. If this is someone from your past, right? You could potentially receive a phone call. But anyway, this tells me that, you know, when the two of you connect, when you are in a partnership with this person, there will be tests. There will be this feeling of, can we make it? Right? Like, can we make it like how our parents did or how our grandparents did? So let's pull more tarot to find out more about this person, okay? So, all about your next romantic partner. We have the Page of Cups. I'm just going to adjust the camera for a second. Give me 1 second. There you go. All about your next romantic person. Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Three of Coins. 10 of Cups. All about your next partnership. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna pull one out. Hanged Man. It's giving marriage. It's giving we will get everything that we've wanted. The Hanged Man. Okay, so, and at the bottom of the deck, ooh, we have a Three of Swords. So again, like I said, for some of you, there's mixed messages here. Okay, for some of you, this is a past heartbreak, a past pain. This is a past ex, right? An ex-lover for some of you, where there was a lot of pain here. And for those of you who this is a new person, this Three of Swords, this heartbreak is from that failure that I was talking about, those past relationships that didn't work out, right? So either way, take it how it resonates, but there's heartbreak and pain here. I'm just, there's a song that's coming through. It's a Gracie Abrams song. I think it's called I Miss You, I'm Sorry. Nothing happened in the way that I wanted. So if this is someone from your past, there's this energy of there was a plan, there was talks about marriage, there were talks about having a family, and then something happened to separate the two of you, right? Whatever that may be, take it how it resonates. Maybe it was influences over, family, or, there was some sort of perspective here, some sort of, some sort of way of thinking that I think blocked the two of you from connecting, right? It's a very closed-minded energy, very traditional maybe. With the Hierophant here, it feels very much like these two energies kind of are coinciding a little. Where there was an influence of traditions, values, beliefs that were projected onto this relationship, causing it to end in some sort of heartbreak. So for some of you, this person could be different from you, like physically. Like there could be a difference in religion or race, ethnicity, that was a blockage in this connection. And it was like you wanted to seek something different than what you grew up in. That's another message that's coming through. Take it how it applies, but I feel like if this is also, I'm getting for some of you even, there is this energy of like not wanting what you had growing up. So it's kind of the opposite. So let's say you grew up in like divorce or, failed marriages in your family, or whatever the case may be, whatever drama happened in this community, you don't want that for yourself. So you're out here seeking. Same thing for them as well. Seeking something that is much more fulfilling, right? And it's like you meet this person through that seeking. But anyway, I feel like there is this strong energy of healing that kind of mess, right? Healing that together. Actually having the conversations, working through your problems, to have this 10 of Cups with one another. You guys are going to be very, very happy, right? You're going to be very happy together. But there's timing involved and patience with that Temperance energy, because I feel like right now with this Four of Cups, this is an energy of boredom right now. I think a lot of you are feeling that kind of boredom, and this person as well is feeling this stagnancy, this not having enough, wanting more out of their life, right? And this beautiful thing happens where they decide to dream a little with that Knight of Cups. This is going to be someone who's very romantic, okay? They're very daydreamy, romantic. I want to explore the world. I want to see the world. Um, they're very playful as well. There's a side to them that's very warm, and I'm hearing cuddly. um, this is someone who's even like an artist, right? With that Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, this is very like empath, artist. I'm getting this person could be like a painter or a musician, a poet, um, and they're out here breaking free from this community and seeking their happiness, which is going to be you, right? I'm getting like a very musical family. You could be very like musical as well. Getting like Sound of Music is coming through for some reason, but there is this energy of being stuck though. I don't think this person is stuck anymore. Okay? They're not stuck anymore. Their perspective has changed a little. They're being more open-minded to see what else is out there, and they meet you essentially, right? But again, there are mixed messages coming in with that community card, where for some of you it feels like the community is an inspiration, and there's another half of you where that community is very toxic and they're breaking free from that. Okay, they're seeking out what they want, what makes them happy, what's their emotional fulfillment, right? So that's where that heartbreak comes in with this person, where they're wanting to come out of this darkness. They're wanting to be happy. They're wanting to seek their happiness. And I feel like you swoop in at some point during this journey that they're on. There is just this energy with this Hierophant card where someone or something was keeping them stuck in this community. Okay, it could be a father, grandfather. Again, for some of you, it could be even religion. Okay, where they feel tied to rules and a way of thinking, right? Which is why the Hanged Man is here, which talks about a perspective shift. Okay, so there is something here about, and you can see, look, even here with like all these three men, right, talking amongst themselves and communicating and collaborating on what the rules are, right? So essentially, I feel like this person, your next romantic partner, is a rule breaker. They're breaking free from a community that has all these like rules, and they don't want to be a part of that. Okay, getting strong. What's coming through? Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus. Strong Pisces energy though. But yeah, they're just like wanting to like be on their own, be free from this toxicity that they grew up in, this traditional way of thinking. It's like it doesn't serve them, it doesn't make them happy, it actually makes them feel bored. They want something new, they want something exciting. Now for others of you where it's like their community is like an inspiration, right? They're taking whatever they've learned through their family, through their peers, that they too can be successful in this, that they too can have their happiness, that they can be in a long-term committed marriage. They can be happy in that. For some reason they don't believe it though, and I think that has a lot to do with, again, perspective, right? How they think about love, how they feel about love. Whatever heartbreak that they're experiencing or have experienced in the past is needing to be let go of here. So let's continue. What else do you need to know about your next romantic partner? Ooh, Two of Wands. I just heard a motorcycle go by, so this person could ride a motorcycle. Or, again, they're very rebellious, they're very action-oriented, right? So this Two of Wands talks about planning, okay? It talks about strategizing, making a choice, making a decision. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you can see with the Two of Wands that the person has like a world in his hand. Again, seeking something more, wanting something more out of life. And as time goes on and this person continues to hold on to the belief that they can have this kind of love and relationship, it will happen, right? This person has a very specific thing in their mind about where they need to go. There's a certain area. It's like when someone leaves their small town to move to New York City, to think that the dating pool is going to be much better, right? Like there's like more options is the energy that's coming through here. So this person is wanting to leave whatever they were stuck in behind to explore the world, right? They're planning, they're strategizing this next phase in their life. Knight of Coins. This is going to be someone who's very careful when it comes to making big decisions. Okay, this is not someone who's going to impulsively text you. Okay, this is not someone who's impulsively going to ask you out on a date, right? This is someone who's slow and steady, but with the Knight of Coins, the offer is solid. So whoever this person is someone who has marriage on the mind, who has these values on their mind, and is taking love and relationships very seriously. Now, I do see this person being very flirty with you, okay? Very interested in you, okay? They're very curious about you. But when it comes to offering you commitment, they're going to be a little slow about it, okay? This is someone who's truly wanting to get to know you better, okay? They want to go deeper, but in the beginning, it might be very like small talk, not necessarily surface level. I think this person can get deep because they're showing up as like a seeker and an artist. But when it comes to future planning, it's like they don't want to scare you off. Okay, so just be aware of that. They still have some sort of pain here that they're going through, some sort of heartbreak. And it doesn't have to be like a past relationship, but it could just be something to do with leaving their family behind, choosing themselves, which can be painful in some cases for some people. So I'm going to pull one more here. What else do you need to know about this romantic partner of yours? Ten of Swords, yeah, an ending, a painful ending. Whatever has happened with your person, pile number one, or yeah, your next future person, they've gone through some sort of pain. And it's going to vary for each and every one of you very differently, but it feels like whatever they've experienced was betrayal, it was heartbreak, it was not good. Okay, so this is asking you to be a little patient with them, okay? Because I feel like when you first meet them, it's going to feel exciting, not necessarily passionate, but there's potential there. It's curiosity, it's interest. But just be patient, especially if this person is wearing like some kind of armor, okay? That eventually over time that they will open up to you. And I think that it's going to lead, we have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there is success here with this relationship that's coming in for you. There is progress, there's movement, there's victory for sure. So pile number one, thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please like and subscribe if you would like to book a personal reading. I'm not offering those at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can go ahead and click the link in my description and follow me on TikTok. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye! Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your next romantic relationship. We're going to find out all about who this person is, what they're like, etc. So just a couple messages that I've been getting right away for you guys is that for a majority of you, this feels like someone completely new. We're going to go into the tarot to get more info, but it does feel like someone completely new. Someone who could live actually at a distance from you right now with this distant horizons. It feels like the two of you come from very different parts of the world, okay? You could have like two very different backgrounds, right? So maybe one person lives in like England, right? And another person lives in here in the US. I don't know. But there does feel like there is this distant energy between the two of you. Like it feels like you don't really know each other yet, but you could sense maybe that they're near, or there's something kind of connecting the two of you together, kind of like an invisible string type of situation. Listen to Invisible String by Taylor Swift. That could resonate with some of you. But it just feels almost like there is this feeling of wanting to seek each other out, or wanting to be in a partnership, right? When am I going to meet my soulmate? When am I going to meet my person? I know they're out there. I feel like I'm seeing someone here who's like on their knees praying that they meet this person, right? Like, you know that this person is out there. You know that this person is significant to your journey, somehow. Someone lives near water. Some of you guys live in like Florida, but others of you live in parts of the world where water is very significant. So I'm even getting Hawaii, or the Caribbean. Some of you guys, I'm even getting like Ireland, Scotland, like the North Sea is coming through. I'm also seeing someone who's like I'm hearing, I will not abandon this ship. I won't give up. Some of you guys could do like healing work with water as well, like walking on the beach or taking baths, or there's just something about water that is really significant in this pile. So we're gonna pull an oracle card here to get more insight on this person and what they're like. So pile number 2, who is your next romantic partner? God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Okay, so I'm going to take this card as God, whoever, God, universe, whatever you believe in, as the main source of your reading. Okay. There seems there seems to be a very strong indication. Didn't I say praying in the beginning of your reading? Didn't I say that someone here was praying on their knees, like wanting to meet this person? Okay, so God has a plan for you and your person, whoever this is, whoever you are destined to be with. Trust. Okay, absolutely trust that God has a plan for you. Don't abandon the ship. Don't give up, because there's something here about you and this person colliding. Okay? And this is the energy, I feel like, pile number 2, where both you and this person are just needing to trust. You're needing to trust that you will meet. Okay? Because there's this energy of like losing hope that you might not meet your soulmate, that you might not meet the love of your life, right? But I strongly feel for the both of you that your paths will cross. It's all about trusting and having faith, keeping a positive mindset so you don't lose yourself in the darkness, that you don't lose yourself into society's expectations of what love is, right? Recognizing the eternal force. So this your reading, I feel like, is going beyond what I'm about to tell you, right? This reading is going beyond just tarot cards, right? Like, this is much deeper. And it's like the eternal force is this idea of just letting go and letting go of control. You can't control this. There's nothing you can do except trust. But this also ties in with you and this person, right? Your next relationship, your next partner. This is something that they're also needing to believe in. Because just like you hoping and praying to meet their soulmate, they're doing the same thing. Miles away, not even knowing in each other's existence, right? The two of you are still hoping and praying for one another. I truly believe it. It's a really beautiful pile number 2. So let's just dive in. What does pile number 2 need to know about their next romantic partner? The Chariot, more distant energy. This person could be really far from you. You have the King of Wands. We have the 8 of Coins. The 5 of Coins. Ace of Swords. The Seeker. This came out in pile number, well, the Seeker came out as this card. Similar energy though. Sorry, not similar energy, completely different messages coming through, actually, now that I think about it. 9 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, sorry, we have the 5 of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So, hidden energy. You don't know that God has a plan for you and this person to come together and connect, right? This is a secret. This is being hidden from you. That there's more to this story, more to your story in love than you know about. Okay, let's talk about the zodiac signs, because I know you guys like to point that out. Strong Cancer energy, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries coming through again. A little bit of Earth thrown in there. But strong Cancer, Pisces, Aries energy. So this is someone who is very creative. Okay, this is someone who will match your energy when it comes to how they see the world, how they believe, how they have hope, right? I think the both of you could be very spiritual people, very faith-based people. Believing and trusting in God and the universe is part of your daily routine of meditation and prayer and gratitude, right? So this is someone who is very heavily focused on their finances and their career. They're hardworking, um, strong entrepreneurial businessman, woman kind of energy. It feels like in the past they could have struggled with finances. With the Five of Coins, this is someone who feels like they don't have enough, so they overwork themselves. They could have again struggled with, maybe not having enough financially to being successful, right? With that King of Wands, King of Wands is very successful. So this is someone with the Eight of Coins who is heavily working on building their success, their material world. So you could meet them through some kind of work-based thing. But I actually feel like for a lot of you, this is a connection that's going to come when both you and this person are individually going on some kind of self-fulfilling journey that involves travel. I'm getting for a lot of you, travel is very, very significant in this pile, where either you have to travel for work or they have to travel for work. There's something here indicating travel or being at a distance. So that could be how you meet this person, is through leaving your comfort zone, essentially. It doesn't have to necessarily be traveling all across the world. Maybe for some of you that is the case, but for others of you, this could just be like with the Seeker card. This talks about a risk, right? Getting out of your comfort zone and having blind faith and just trust and just going for it. Okay, so there is something here about once you reach that level of understanding, and once this person reaches that level of understanding, that Ace of Swords clarity moment, that they need to get out of their comfort zone when it comes to love and relationships, that's when the two of you kind of just coincide, like connect, or collide with one another. It just sort of happens, and it's very beautiful and healing. So I'm seeing that being like a scenario coming through for a lot of you. Now, this person could be a little guarded with the Nine of Wands, okay? They're a little, I wouldn't say unsure about you, but it feels very much like their perspective, how they're looking at this this connection or this relationship is through the lens of a Five of Coins and the Five of Swords, which is conflict, coming from a place of lack, right? Doubt, feeling like maybe it's a little too good to be true. They could feel like with the moon energy that you're hiding something, like there's something here about this person not fully trusting in the connection. And that's why this is so crucial to your reading. I'm hearing there's much more than meets the eye. So when they meet you, they could be like, oh my God, pile number 2 is one of the most beautiful creatures that I've ever set my eyes on. It's too good to be true. What if, they're beautiful on the outside, but just absolutely horrendous on the inside, right? So that's that not trusting, right? And so this person's approach to you and this connection could be a little on guard. But there is this energy of that Ace of Swords is really speaking to me, where this talks about truth and clarity. So you could be different from this person in a sense where maybe there's that kind of mismatched, you wouldn't really think that we're good together, but we actually are. your energy is going to really speak to this person where they're wanting to come out of their comfort zone of what they're used to, right? Because the King of Wands is someone who is very ambitious, creative, passionate, maybe even a little impulsive. And this is one of those moments where impulsive would do great in this situation. Taking a risk and asking you out, or letting down their guard, right? There's something here about just trusting. So I'm actually curious as to know what this energy is over here. Okay, so you could be someone who gathers a lot of attention from other people. Okay, so you could have an online presence. You could be very popular when it comes to social interactions with other people or social circles. It's like you walk in a room and everyone kind of has their eye on you. You're very unique and liked by a lot of people. This is tugging at their insecurities with the Five of Coins. Okay, this is someone who now has their guard up when it comes to you because of how much attention you're getting, right? And not in a jealous way, right? This is someone who's like, do I want to be with someone who gathers that much attention, right? This is kind of like, you know, a good example would be, let's say you're an influencer, and I see this often with, you know, influencers online where, you know, they share their life but their partner is kind of hidden in the background. So that's the kind of energy that's coming through. It's like you're the shining star, whereas this person is kind of not necessarily hidden in the background by any means, but is unsure of that kind of attention, right? So they're thinking about like, okay, if I get into a partnership with pile number 2, am I also going to need to step into this kind of social energy is what's coming through, which is so interesting because I feel like the King of Wands is an energy of someone who is good in social gatherings, who is kind of like this golden retriever, you know, very sociable kind of energy, especially if they're like a Sagittarius or an Aries. Kind of like the life of the party, but I think that you're dealing with someone who's very heavily focused on creation right now. This is not someone who's focused on building, if that makes sense. So this isn't someone who's really thinking about the long term right now. And from what I'm seeing in the cards, I don't necessarily think that this is someone who's ready for the long term, but they're focused on creating opportunity for themselves, right? And it's almost like that there's something here about your reading where, again, timing and trust is kind of playing a little bit of a role here. So let's see what else you need to know about this person. Oh. Ooh, Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. So this is someone who's very attracted to you. Strong fire sign energy. This is someone who's very, very sexually drawn to you. They can't get enough of you, right? The second the two of you meet, it's like deep interest. But again, there is this energy of like, oh, someone here's a little closed off, okay? A little closed off, very attracted to you, attracted to your beauty, wanting to hit you up, send you a message. They're curious about you, wanting to get to know you better, wanting to talk. Maybe for some of you, even wanting to do the deed, you know? There's that energy there. But it's like there is this energy where I don't know why I'm feeling like this, where your paths cross, right? It's like God puts the two of you in the same room together, but your focus is elsewhere and theirs is on you. But it's like, how do you connect in that kind of situation, whatever situation that you are in? Let's say you travel on like a bachelorette party, right? Let's say you're going on a girls trip or a boys trip, and all of a sudden you're at a bar and you see some girl singing the karaoke and you're like in awe. That's the kind of energy that's coming through, where it's like you're put in the same room. This person recognizes you, but you don't recognize them. So what happens? I'll tell you what happens. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Unexpected change happens. So this is God energy. The Wheel of Fortune is God energy. Okay. Changes at play here. Unexpected energy. You never know what's going to happen. This is requiring you and this person to be a lot more open-minded, to get out of your comfort zone, to go with the flow of the change. Right? So whatever's happening individually in your lives right now is all leading up to this very moment of the two of you connecting. So trust. You have to trust and you have to believe that this will happen. So, pile number 2, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Please like and subscribe. That helps the growth of my channel. I'm not taking any personal readings at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. I try to post daily readings on TikTok, so if you go into the link in my description, you'll be able to find my TikTok page. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your next romantic partner, your next romantic relationship. Now, energetically, what I'm feeling for you, pile number 3, before we even pull any cards, I feel like with this house energy, for maybe a good majority of you, you have already been in a partnership with this person. I'm getting for some of you that this is an ex-partner that you have lived with, that you have shared some kind of history with the house card. You built something here with this person, okay? I do just want to put that out there. Now, for those of you who are here and you're like, I don't want this person, I don't want my ex-partner, I'll get into the details of who this is, of course. But if that's the case and this is someone new, I'm getting that you could meet them at like a house party, or I'm getting for some of you, like if you're in college, this could be like one of those like fraternity type of, that's how you meet, is like through a college dorm or something like that. That's coming through. It could be a one-off for some of you. But with this house energy, I just feel like there's a lot of history here with this person. Like there's shared inside jokes, there's laughter, there's community, there's I'm seeing two people like dancing in a kitchen with like no underwear, like a very intimate kind of energy that's happening in this house or even apartment or whatever the case may be. It feels very much like lots of shared laughs and cooking together and having these really deep conversations about your future. So I feel like strongly, pile number 3, that this is someone that have built something with. It's like you grew up together as well with this house energy. Maybe this person was like a childhood friend. Or like you like lived down the block, or you grew up in the same town or city. You share some sort of similar interest. Or there's some sort of history the two of you share with one another. So for example, let's say this is someone new and the two of you meet. It's like you have similar paths, right? Like you went to the same high school but just graduated different years, or the both of you went to the same park growing up but never recognized each other or something like that. Like there's some kind of invisible string. um there's some sort of connection, history there. Something about history just keeps coming through. I don't know. So we're gonna put that there. It's beautiful energy though, I will say. Let me just adjust this camera. You have photos together too. There's photos, there's memory here. So I'm gonna pull an oracle card to get more insight on who your next partner is. Who are they? What are they like? So we have hero and heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Interesting. Hero and heroine. So masculine and feminine energy here. And there is this energy of bravery and courage and paving the way for something significant, achieving some sort of goal. And you can see they're both climbing to the top, right? So there is this energy of the both of you achieving some sort of goal, right? Maybe the two of you went your separate ways to do this, and now you're kind of doing what you can to meet at the top, right? But there's that energy of building, right? This kind of reminds me of the house, right? Like going up and up and up, higher and higher, going up the stairs. There was building here together. There was some kind of growth happening. Maybe, you know, I always say like two people can grow together, right? Absolutely. You can be in a relationship with someone and still grow. So that's the kind of partnership that I'm seeing between the both of you, is like this growing together, right? But I feel like something happened where for some of you, you could still be in a partnership with this person, but I just saw 555 on the clock, so that's unexpected change. So for some of you, this is like had ended unexpectedly, and you were like, how, right? We were building something together. We have history. It's like someone fell down this, I don't know if it's a rock or what, but it's someone here fell down and is trying to get back up, or trying to catch up here. I'm hearing I won't go down with this ship or something. So there's this energy of like not giving up in this connection, not giving up on each other. But someone here did. So there's mixed messages. There are different groups of you who are dealing with very different situations, but feels like someone walked out of that house. But there is this energy of a possible rebuilding with this connection. I feel like this could be someone who lacked courage when it came to this connection. Maybe didn't want to go all the way, or didn't want to risk something here. Wasn't brave enough to say what they wanted to say. But I feel like with this hero and heroine energy, this is all about like individual journeys, and two people, the goal at the end of the day is to meet at the top. So just remember that. Anyway, So, pile number 3. What do you need to know about your next partner? All of a sudden, my nose is a little runny. So there is this energy. Maybe someone here was crying. It's a bit sad. If this ended in heartbreak or ended in pain, there is sadness here still. Ten of Cups, more family energy. Yeah, some of you guys could have known this person since you were young. Pile number 3. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I've been saying. I just got okay, so weird. I just got like a Google memory notification on Google Photos. So again, someone here has photos of you, or you have photos of each other. So there's history here, clearly. There's memory. So we have 7 of Swords, Strength, the Chariot, the Emperor. I do like to see him in love readings. So we have strong masculine energy coming through. What do you need to know about this next relationship, next partner? Three of Coin. Knight of Wands. All these piles had strong fire sign energy. Oh, and the Star, beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Okay, so we have Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer. Okay, so, a little heavy on this. So, with the 7 of Swords, this is escapist energy. This is avoidant. This is not having the courage to continue to build with you and build in this connection, okay? To collaborate, this is escapism. So someone here, like I said, like I picked up on in the beginning of your reading, chose to walk out of the house, okay? Chose to give up, chose to not want to be a part of this anymore, whatever the case may be, okay? This person lacked courage. They lacked faith. And I'm going to clarify what that 7 of Swords is about, but it does feel like this person did not have the courage and the strength to move forward here in this connection. I'm getting that song by Taylor Swift, Loss of My Life, where at the end she's like, the coward claimed he was a lion. So that's the kind of energy, right? Where your person had this persona that they were this hero in your love story. But it turned out that they were quite weak. They chose to be avoidant in the situation. Whatever, it's going to vary for each and every one of you. Like, we all have, I think, some form of unhealed escapist tendencies, especially when it comes to relationships, right? They're difficult sometimes. And so there is this energy here of your person feeling like maybe they weren't ready to have a happy home, happy life, right, with you. I don't want to jump right in, but I am curious since we're here. What's the 7 of Swords about? Ooh, okay. Yeah. They could have said something that they regret here. Whatever they did was very impulsive. Okay. Very out of the blue. Didn't know what they said. If they said something, they probably didn't mean it. It just kind of happened. Okay. And this is someone who has learned now to keep it shut, their mouth. Because I feel like they said something that really bugged you or rubbed you the wrong way. There's that kind of false hero energy. Not really, it's like they're saying something, but their actions don't show it, right? So this is someone who's saying, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to have children with you, we're going to build a future and be happy, but then they do something the complete opposite, which is being inconsistent with the Knight of Wands, right? And the Knight of Swords, communicating with you, telling you all these things, but then Seven of Swords escaping and running the other way. When it comes to actually talking about commitment and building this relationship, you know, it's like they freak out and run. So this could be just someone who struggles with commitment, really. I'm curious as to know if this Emperor energy is who they are now, right? Because this all could be past energy. The Emperor, I like to see. This is someone who can take control, who can take initiative, who is a leader, who is a great partner, right? Who can see the bigger picture, can see the house and the happy home and working, collaborating with you on the relationship, right? Having the strength and courage to meet you at the top of this rock, right? So I want to know if this is who they are now, who they're becoming, what's the deal? So let's see. What is this Emperor about? The Moon. It's giving they're wearing a mask. I don't think that this person truly is an emperor right now. They're a bit confused. They're confused for some reason. This could be someone who just struggles with not really knowing what they want. What they want out of life, what they want for themselves. When I look at the star card, I'm hearing I'm better off alone anyway. So I feel like this star card is your energy that's really shining through here, where you have this hope and optimism and love for this person. You always have and you always will. And you were the one with the Chariot card here wanting to strive forward. Feels like you're very much like you're in love with the idea of this person or their potential, or even just like the potential of the connection, right, is the kind of energy that's coming through. But there is this lingering feeling of hope, right, that this person will return maybe, or there will be reconciliation, or I mean, we are literally looking at your next romantic partner. So down the line, there is this energy of like destiny colliding, and the two of you possibly having that kind of reconnection. But right now, I feel strongly that this person is not necessarily pretending. I don't think they're pretending. It's more just like wanting to be someone that they're not really ready to entirely be because they're showing up very inconsistent. The Knight of Wands, just as quickly as they come in, quickly as they leave, right? So this is someone who still, I think, has struggles with resilience and staying, is what it feels like. Maybe they have a little bit of like a Peter Pan syndrome, right? But I truly think that this person's intentions are good, right? I just think right now the both of you are, I think, not in the same place. Remember what I said here. This is really important. The hero, heroine, feminine, masculine energy. The end goal for the both of you was still to get to the top together. But through this journey, you're going to be falling a little. One person might be ahead and the other person might be far behind, right? So individual journeys are at play here. So let's continue and see. I want to know what the outcome is, because I feel like there's hope here. Yeah, 10 of coins. There's potential here to grow, to have long-term success and commitment with one another. So I absolutely see it here, right? What's the outcome? One more, please. Yeah, change. Big ego death here. Transformation. This has potential for rebirth. It's with the Page of Swords. This is getting to know each other again, getting to know each other again, sitting right on top of a star. So there is absolutely hope for the two of you to have this reconciliation, to reconnect. I see it here. I see it in the stars for you. I can't give you a timing, right? Just continue to do what you're doing right now, which is going up that hill. And look how I didn't even notice the way that I placed the moon right over your person. Okay, especially if you're a feminine watching, right? Focusing on your own journey right now. And let all this, whatever's going on with your person, be hidden. Because you're transforming either way. So are they, but don't get too caught up into the timing of when this is going to happen. But there is an opportunity here for long-term success and commitment with one another. There's a future here. But there is a major ending and a transformation that is needing to happen in both of your lives, especially with your person. So pile number 3, I really hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings right now, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me over on TikTok. I do post, try to post daily there, so there could be messages for you. So if you go to my description box below, you'll be able to find the link to my TikTok. But that being said, thank you all for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye.